It's all about the game.
It is.
So, Uche, how are we feeling today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. You know, Tottenham got to the Europa League final yesterday, so that's great. You know, I'm happy. We're off our way to Bilbao. So yeah. So today we're gonna have a few topics, and you know, to discuss about the game. So first topic: who do you think has been the best player this season?
As a Liverpool fan, I'm pretty biased. I have to say Salah.
Salah's been very good. He has 33 goals and 23 assists in 39 matches this season.
He does. You know my stuff. Yeah.
Indeed, he's won the Premier League as well this season, which I think is great. What about Rafinha? What's your thoughts about him?
He's done really well, especially in the Champions League. He's been. They recently got knocked out though, unfortunate, but yeah, I just have to be biased. I have to say Mo Salah.
Yeah. Well, you know. What about Ousmane Dembele though? You know, he's got to the Champions League final
he's
now.
at the final.
PSG, 33 goals, 12 assists in 45 games.
If they win,
impressive.
if they win the final, he has a strong charge for the Ballon d'Or. But I think Rafinha and Salah, they're kind of levels above him this season.
Yeah.
Even though he's having a great year.
I completely agree with you. I think Salah's been one of the best players in the world. But we have to talk about one player, Uche. His name is Lamine Yamal. 17 years of age, playing for Barcelona. What's your thoughts on him?
But he's making me think my life. You know, 17 years old, I'm 16. He's just one year ahead of me.
I'm 17, so you know, yeah, feeling a bit old now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do you think he could possibly be the best player in the world?
Yeah. What he's been doing in the Champions League, lighting up, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What about Mbappe though?
Mbappe. It's sad. He's done well this season actually. He's not had a terrible season or anything, but I think compared to his peers, like Dembele, Salah, he could have done a lot more to, I don't think it.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. Mbappe potentially not going to win a trophy this season with Real Madrid. Real Madrid obviously got knocked out by Arsenal in the Champions League. I don't think they're going to win the Liga because Barcelona are that good. And also they lost in the final of the Copa del Rey against Barcelona, so I feel like Mbappe probably is not going to be one of the best players this season in my opinion. So I think we agree on the best player this season has been Mo Salah. Okay, cool. So we're going into a new topic now, and the topic is, who has been the best team this season?
The best team this season, I want to say Liverpool, but I won't say Liverpool. I think the best team this season has been PSG. They're in the final. They've won the league, I think.
They have indeed.
They are smashing it.
They're doing really well. Two of the best fullbacks in the world they have on their team. Achraf Hakimi.
Yeah.
They also have Nuno Mendes.
Yeah.
Brilliant, you know, defending displays against Arsenal and also Real Madrid, you know. So yeah, very good. What about Bayern Munich, the most top goal scoring team in Europe this season, 96 goals. What's your thoughts on them?
They're doing really good, but in my opinion, the Champions League plays a very, very big part. Yeah, if you cannot hold it up in the Champions League with the other big clubs, I don't think you should be.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, they got in the Champions League final as you stated earlier. So yeah, I think PSG have definitely been the best team this season in my opinion.
Yes.
Okay, going on to a new little segment. We're going to do a little draft, like a team of the season draft. So let's do like a combined 11. So who do you think has been the best goalkeeper this season?
Donnarumma has been really good in my opinion. What do you think?
I think Donnarumma has been brilliant, obviously against Arsenal last Wednesday actually. You know, he was like a mammoth in goal. He was very good. They couldn't score against him. We got to give credit to Jan Sommer for Inter Milan. He played against Barcelona, pulled out some big saves against the likes of Lewandowski, you know, Yamal obviously, and players like that. So we got to give credit to Jan Sommer, but I also believe Donnarumma, I think, should be in our combined 11 for goalkeeper of the season. Okay, so we're going to play like a 4-3-3, so we're going to have a 4-3-3. So our two centre-backs, who are you picking for the two centre-backs?
I think Virgil van Dijk has to be up there as one centre-back. Second, Saliba. Although in the Champions League when they played Real Madrid, he costed them a goal, the only goal to Vinicius Junior. But I think Saliba has been decent. But I don't know if you agree he's going to be the team of the season per se. But he's been really good.
I personally think that obviously Virgil van Dijk has been brilliant playing for Liverpool this season, obviously the champions of England. I also did think that they played pretty well in the Champions League, Liverpool, and I feel like Van Dijk was definitely very highly accountable because of this. I also think, as you said, Saliba. Personally, I don't think Saliba has been the best centre-back this season. It's not because I'm a Tottenham fan, but I think it's also because I feel like the likes of Bastoni for Inter Milan have been better than Saliba this season. I also think we got to give credit to Nottingham Forest centre-backs, such as Milenkovic and Murillo. I feel like they've been very excellent this season in that Nottingham Forest defence. I feel like we also give credit to Marquinhos for PSG. He's been excellent this season, in my opinion. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, now that I've heard you speak, I'll say Marquinhos as well.
So yeah, we'll go Virgil van Dijk and Marquinhos, do you think? Also won La Liga, so that's great. Liga. What about our fullbacks, right back and left back?
Right back, I have to give it to my brother. It's from my country, Nigeria. Ola Aina for Nottingham Forest. He has to be right back of the year for me.
Ola Aina, great player, he's done well for Nottingham Forest this season. Hopefully they can make Champions League for their sake. I feel like Ashraf Hakimi, as I stated earlier, has been brilliant this season. I feel like he's definitely got to be top 3, potentially shout-outs for that spot. What about Trent? What's your thoughts on Trent? Obviously leaving Real Madrid soon.
He's leaving. He's been at the club for like 20 years. It's sad everybody, all Liverpool fans are gutted to see him go. But he has to go. It's the next phase in his career.
Yeah.
He's done good this season, but I don't think he's. If you compare it to all the other campaigns he's had, this is not his best.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially defensively, he's cost a lot of chances.
I completely agree.
Yeah. So. No.
So who do you think for right back slot?
Yeah, I've picked right back. Left back.
Okay,
I'll ask you. What do
right
you
back?
think of left back?
Oh, left back. Okay.
Yeah.
I think left back. We will give it to. I feel like Alejandro Balde from Barcelona. He's been excellent this season. Obviously, he was injured against Inter, so he couldn't play. So that was very pivotal in Barcelona's knockout of the Champions League. I also think we got to give credit to what players?
Left back is a tough one.
It is a tough one. There hasn't been really any standout left backs. Maybe you could say maybe Lucas Digne, but that's even a rogue shout. Potentially Nuno Mendes. But yeah, what do you think? Who do you think has been the best left back this season?
I'll say Nuno Mendes.
Yeah.
I'll say Nuno Mendes. He's been smashing.
Yeah, won Liga and obviously Champions League final as well. He's been excellent. So yeah. Okay. Let's go into midfield now. So who do you think is going to be the midfielders that could potentially be in team of the season?
Defensive, the DM. I think Declan Rice for Arsenal. He's especially in the Champions League against Real Madrid when he scored 2 free kicks in amazing fashion. He deserves to be the defensive midfielder. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think even though I'm a Tottenham fan, I feel like Declan Rice has been very pivotal to some of Arsenal's success this season. I also believe that he's definitely one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah.
So I feel like we got to give credit to him. I also think that Hakan Çalhanoğlu of Inter Milan has been brilliant this season. I watch Serie A quite often and he's been very pivotal to Inter's success. Obviously they got to the Champions League final, knocking out Barcelona. I think that's been brilliant for them. What other midfielders do you think have been potentially the best this season?
Midfield. Midfield is kind of lacking, to be honest. This season midfield is kind of lacking. Midfielders.
Potentially Gravenberch. I think he's been very good.
I think McAllister of Liverpool has been better than Gravenberch.
Really?
Especially in the later side of the season. In the beginning, Gravenberch was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But McAllister, at the end of the season, when we started looking a bit weary, a bit tired, especially after getting knocked out of the Champions League, knocked out of the Cups, McAllister really stepped up.
Yeah. What about Pedri? Obviously, Pedri has been brilliant this season for Barcelona. Some are saying he could potentially be the Ballon d'Or winner. What's your thoughts on Pedri?
Pedri, yes, he's been brilliant. Yeah, he's been brilliant. I'm not mad if you put him in the...
I think Pedri's definitely got to be in it, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go with Declan Rice in the DM. I think we've got to go with Çalhanoğlu in my opinion.
Yeah.
And also Pedri of Barcelona. I feel like that's excellent midfield. Let's go with our forward line now. So let's go with right winger and left winger.
Right wing, I have to put my boy, you already know.
Mohamed Salah,
yes. He's been doing brilliant. Liverpool, so I have to put him in there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
He's been brilliant this season. Some are saying he could potentially win the Ballon d'Or as well.
Yes.
I think he probably should win the Ballon d'Or in my opinion after this season. But what about Lamine Yamal? How are we going to fit him in the team?
I don't know.
potentially play him left wing, but we can't discredit Rafinha, the likes of Ousmane Dembele, and players like that. What's your thoughts?
I think the attacking this season, the attacking players, the forwards, the strikers, the wingers, they've been brilliant. They've completely outshined everybody. They like top 5 of the Ballon d'Or race. I think most of them are attackers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So who do you think for left wing then?
I think I won't be mad if you put Lamine Yamal, you know.
Let's go with Yamal because he's been that good this season at such a young age as well.
Such a young age.
So yeah, let's go about striker, our last position.
You know, Victor Osimhen has been doing really well, but he's in the Turkish league.
He's in the Turkish league indeed.
Yeah, people might say, oh, it's not as competitive as the English league or the other European leagues that are tough, but
I mean, it's still like a competitive league, you know.
yeah,
So
but apparently I saw yesterday he's like a 1 goal away from breaking the record. A single season goals is crazy.
that's interesting.
Just his first year as a
It's
lone
the
player.
first time I've heard this. That's interesting.
His first year as a lone player, he's about to break the single season record.
It's probably going to get a big transfer as well to potentially a Premier League club that the likes of Man United, potentially Chelsea, and potentially Liverpool as well even. What about Harry Edward Kane, Bayern Munich?
You know what's funny, yeah? Did you see the clip where he was like 1 minute away from winning the trophy?
Yeah, I
Then
did.
they equalised.
He came down the stairs, you know, waiting to lift the trophy, but then, you know,
Yeah.
it was a draw. But then later, they did win it because Bayer Leverkusen drew against Mainz, so that's great. You know, winning his first trophy away from Tottenham, obviously, but you know, he's always in my heart, so that's good. Yeah, what do you think? Maybe Lewandowski as well. We got to give him some credit.
I think Harry Kane. That league is tough. It's not. People say, oh, it's a farmers league, but it's not a farmers league. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
It's one of the most competitive leagues in Europe. I'll say Harry Kane. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna put
let's go with Harry Kane. And also, so last thing as well. What about the manager of the season so far? Who do you think's the manager?
And he's slow completely. His first season, you know, he got to the round of 16 in the Champions League. He won the Premier League, which under Jurgen Klopp we won like two Premier Leagues.
Yeah.
It's not. But he came in his first season. He made things right.
Yeah.
He didn't really buy any players, to be honest.
He didn't buy a player except from Chiesa, and that was only for like a small fee, like 3.6 million or something like that.
Chiesa didn't really
Cheap.
play much.
He didn't play much either.
Yeah,
really.
exactly. So
Yeah.
he came in with the players we already have, and he got the job done.
Yeah, and
So
you can't discredit it. Even though some may say the Premier League hasn't been as of the highest levels this season, with the likes of Manchester United and Tottenham potentially fighting relegation usually seasons, but the bottom 3 have been that poor. We got to give credit to Liverpool and Arne Slot, but we also got to talk about Hansi Flick. He could potentially win a double this season, even though he got knocked out in the Champions League against Inter. He's still doing a wonderful season. What's your thoughts?
I love him as a coach. He's brilliant, but Arne Slot, his first season in England, and that's what he's achieved. It's brilliant.
Yeah. What about Simone Inzaghi though? Champions League finalists battling for Serie A against Antonio Conte's Napoli. Obviously, they won the Coppa Italia. No, they actually lost against Milan in that final. But what's your thoughts on Inzaghi? Do you think he could
He's a great coach as well, but I stick to my choice.
Arne Slot?
Yeah,
I agree, to be honest. So yeah, we'll go Arne Slot. So yeah, this is going to be the end of our podcast. Thank you for watching. Link down below, comment, who do you think has been the best players this season and manager? Thank you.
Thank you.